Sveiki and welcome back to your Irregular Latvian lesson. Many of you who watch my channel either love a Latvian or at least like one well enough that you're curious to learn more about our secret language. But even if you and your Latvian are kā cimdiņš ar rociņu, fit together perfectly like a glove and a hand, sometimes clouds of disagreement can arise from the smallest thing. In this video, let's talk about how Latvians argue and how you can make up with them. Let's go! Ir izcēlies strīds. A dispute from the German word streiten has arisen. When two people sastrīdēties, this marks the beginning of a dispute. They indispute themselves. And whatever the strīda ābols, the apple of the dispute, an expression borrowed from Greek mythology, as long as there is no vienprātība, single-mindedness or agreement, there can be no miers, peace. For Latvians are stubborn and neliksies mierā. They will not let it go or literally put themselves into peace until they pierādīs savu taisnību, prove their own truth. And although Latvians are not particularly aggressive, we can be uzstājīgi, insistent. And so domstarpības, thought differences, and nesaprašanās, misunderstandings are quite common. After all, we say, kur divi latvieši, tur trīs partijas. Where there are two Latvians, there are three political parties. And this applies to all activities we engage in, either because people want to do things pa savam, in their own way, or because they are sakūdīti, incited or provoked to have a fight by someone who would benefit from it. While the English say, where two fight, the third benefits, Latvians say, kur divi rejas, tur trešais rīj. Where two are barking at each other, the third one's busy getting fat on all their food. It can start with a greizs skatiens, a disapproving sideways look, or someone can start skatīties ar baltām acīm, looking at you with white, which means big, very angry eyes. An asa vārdu apmaiņa, a sharp exchange of words can follow, and before you know it, someone will pacelt balsi, raise their voice, or God forbid, sākt kliegt, start screaming. If you're a parent or teacher or somebody that has to deal with misbehavior, you can find yourself often bārties or rāties, which means to scold, but in Latvian it sounds like it's going on forever. If, on the other hand, you are someone that takes every small thing like a personal insult or proof that the whole world is against you, you can šķendēties, which is like enhanced complaining. Both the teacher and the complaint machine absolutely need to meklēt vainīgo, find the culpable one. Kurš vainīgs? Who's at fault? Vaina, fault, must be established. Apvainot means to accuse and insult. It's the same word in Latvian. So that is what petty Latvians like to do. But if you apvainoties, which literally means to put guilt around yourself, interestingly, it does not mean that you accept any of the blame, only take offense. But from mest to throw, blame-seeking Latvians love to pārmest, accuse, literally throw over the blame to you. And in response, you can uzmest lūpu, throw up your lip, at such unfounded, unsubstantiated accusations. But if you are a bit to blame, you might opt for atbildība, responsibility, uzņemties atbildību, to take responsibility. Not easy, not pleasant, but almost always a very efficient way to end a dispute. In a couple, small tildes and ķīviņi, quarrels, are quite healthy. Wise Latvian grandmas comfort heartbroken teens and sometimes adults by saying, kas ķīvējas, tas mīlējas. They who quarrel love each other or have sex, as it is also the same word, mīlēties. It is good when it is a simple kašķis, an unimportant squabble. Less good when it is kašķis, the itchy disease called scabies. But sometimes when two people are fighting really kā suns ar kaķi, like a dog and the cat, a couple might find themselves in the midst of a skandāls, a scandal, or as some of our parents would say, skandals. Obviously, in this case, both parties will pārdzīvot, feel really bad and be upset about what is happening. But dusmas, anger, can have such a grip on your ego that will make you ietiepties, jib like a horse, refusing to move forward and preventing us from making up. We can runāt, speak, in hopes of izrunāties, to speak out all the differences that we're having, but instead we can only achieve the other izrunāties, to willingly or not fire rude punchlines and make everything worse, until we nerunāt, not speak at all. And same with listening, klausīties. We can try to uzklausīt, listen to the other person, but fail to dzirdēt, hear what they are actually saying. So it takes an effort, but it's worth it, because when you sadzirdēt viens otru, when you finally hear and understand each other, it is time to piedot, to forgive and move on. But before, you should palūgt piedošanu, to ask for forgiveness. Piedod man lūdzu. I am sorry, please forgive me. Or if your partner is having trouble letting go of his saceltās spuras, the fish fins that he raised in a show of anger, you can try to pielabināties, from labi, good. Pielabināties means to do nice things and say nice things in order to try to fall back into favor with your loved one. And even though piejaucēt means to get a wild animal to trust you in the taming process, you can also try to piejaucēt your Latvian if he really is dusmīgs kā pūķis, angry like a dragon. The most important thing is miers, peace. Your dragon will nomierināties, calm himself down, and you will salīgt mieru, to make peace, to forgive each other. Dzīvot draudzīgi, to live together in a friendly manner, and būt iecietīgiem vienam pret otru, to be tolerant of each other. And if you're in a new relationship and you are sad that you sometimes bump heads, don't worry. Wise Latvian grandmas say every couple needs time to pierīvēties. Rub together against one another like two stones until you polish off all your rough edges and fit together perfectly. Unless your bumps and rough edges are big and, God forbid, violent, in which case, break up. You can't pierīvēties to a stone that's radioactive, and don't listen to the people who say mīļā miera labad for the sake of sweet peace. In parentheses, I will put up with no matter how big mountain of abuse. No, not all relationships are worth investing in. But if it is the right person, then put in the work, it's worth it. And then you can dzīvot laimīgi līdz mūža galam, live together happily until you die. Yes, Latvians don't need happily ever after, we prefer finite expressions of happiness until death. And we also want to be single in the afterlife. Un nu, viss! Thank you for watching this video on Latvian arguments. I wish you and your loved ones none of the things discussed in this video, except dzīvot laimīgi līdz mūža galam, your well-deserved happily ever until death. Let me know if you've ever fought with a Latvian, if you are in a relationship with one or not, and what was it about? I guess like every culture, Latvians also have their own particularities, small things that can really make us angry. My boyfriend would confirm that. So let me know. Patreons for you this week, let's go a step further and learn about ways we can ask for forgiveness. Some useful phrases that will help you cool down your conflict and move towards a resolution. Your extra audio lesson available now, and thank you for supporting the channel. Everyone, I hope you're having a nice and argument-free summer. Let me know if you are in the comments, and I will see you soon, maybe. Bye!